So taking a look at problem 13 here, our final problem. Sam stands in one spot and looks up to the top of a 12-foot wall, and he notices that his head tilts 42 degrees. So taking a look, that basically means that at the very beginning of the problem, Sam is standing right here on this pink dot. And then it says that he takes several steps back and that he notices that his head only has to tilt 27 degrees. So when he steps back, he actually ends up right here. So I'm just going to put a little note that this is where he ends. And we can see for part A it says, how far was Sam standing from the wall before he moved? So basically, how far is it from the pink dot to the wall? Well, if I focus on this first triangle right here, so kind of just going, okay, this green triangle, I can say, okay, they want W, and they give me the 12 right here. So W is the adjacent for the green triangle, and 12 is the opposite. So opposite and adjacent means that this is going to need to be a tangent problem. So I'm going to say tan 42 is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So when I go to actually solve this, I'm going to put the tangent over 1, and when I cross multiply, I can see that it's going to be 1 times 12. Well, 1 times 12 is 12. And then W is going to get multiplied times tangent. Well, that's just going to be W times tangent 42. I know that I don't want W times tangent 42. I want just W by itself. So because W is being multiplied, I have to divide both sides by this tangent 42. And I'm going to divide by tan 42 on this side as well. So that's going to give me my answer for part A. So at this point, I know what W is. Now taking a look at part B here, it says, how far is Sam standing from the wall after he moved? Well, where he was after he moved is right here at the red dot. So if I come back up here, I can say, let me erase all of my previous markings here so I don't get them confused. And I can say, okay, what we need to do now is focus on how far is Sam from the wall after he's moved. So starting at the wall and going all the way to where he is after he moves. Notice that is the entire red triangle bottom right here. And then that means I'm going to have to focus on this larger triangle. So taking a look here, I can see for the larger triangle, this bottom part right here, that's horizontal, that's going to be the adjacent side to the 27 degrees, and 12 is going to be the opposite side. So knowing that, I'm dealing with adjacent and opposite again. So adjacent and opposite means that it's still a tangent problem, but this time, instead of it being 42 degrees, if I look up here, I see that it's 27 degrees. So this is a tangent 27 problem now, and it's equal to 12 again, which was the opposite. But now, my opposite, or the adjacent side, which is that long red side, is what I don't know. So use the strategy that we did right here to solve this same problem. What that's going to give you is the length of this entire red line. Not this X, but the entire red line. Well now, how far did Sam move when he stepped away? Well, if you take a look at all of our answers here, answer A talks about this part of the red line, which is W. Answer B told you the entire length of the red line. So to figure out how far he moved, what they're asking you to do is to just go through and figure out how long is just this blue part of the wall. So just this little blue part right in here. If you can figure that out, you are able to answer question C.